Imagine this. You're settling into your dream home, boxes still unpacked. When the phone rings, it's the previous owner, sounding sheepish. "Hey, I forgot to turn off the camera in the living room. It's been recording everything since you moved in." That one call. It changed everything. It exposed the nightmare hiding in plain sight. Let me take you back. Our hero is David, a hard-working architect in his mid-40s, tall, with kind eyes and a gentle smile. He's the type of guy who builds homes for a living but dreams of creating a perfect one for his family. David lost his first wife to cancer 5 years ago. It broke him, left him hollow, but he had Lily, his 10-year-old daughter. Lily's his world, a bright, curious girl with curly brown hair, always sketching flowers in her notebook. She wants to be an artist someday, just like her mom. David would do anything to protect her. Or so he thought. Then there's Sarah, David's new wife. They met 2 years after the loss. Sarah's polished, ambitious, a marketing executive with sharp features and a charming laugh. She swept David off his feet, promising to fill the void. At first, she seemed perfect, baking cookies with Lily, planning family trips. But deep down, Sarah resented the little girl who reminded her she wasn't first in David's heart. She hid it well. A smile here, a hug there. To the outside world, they were the ideal blended family. David adored Sarah for saving him. Lily tried to love her stepmom, but something always felt off. They bought the new house last spring, a cozy Victorian in a quiet suburb, with a big backyard for Lily's swings at. David saw it as a fresh start. "This is our forever home," he told them, unpacking with excitement. The air smelled like fresh paint and possibilities. Little did they know, the previous owner had installed a hidden security camera in the living room chandelier, a tiny thing, linked to a cloud account for remote viewing. He meant to disconnect it during the sale, but life got busy. It stayed on, silently recording. The build-up started slow, like a storm gathering clouds. At first, it was small things. David worked long hours on a big project, leaving early and coming home late. Sarah was alone with Lily most days. "Clean your room, or no dinner," Sarah would snap when David wasn't around. Lily obeyed, her small hands trembling as she folded clothes. But it escalated. One afternoon, Lily spilled juice on the new carpet. Sarah's face twisted. "You clumsy brat, why do you ruin everything?" She grabbed Lily's arm hard enough to leave a bruise, hidden under sleeves. Lily cried quietly in her room that night, hugging her stuffed bear. "Don't tell Dad," Sarah warned. "He'll think you're lying, and he'll be so disappointed." Weeks turned to months. Sarah's cruelty grew bolder. Always when David was gone, she'd mock Lily's drawings. "That's supposed to be art? Your mom must have been terrible too." Lily's eyes would well up, but she'd swallow the hurt. At school events, Sarah played the doting stepmom, praising Lily in front of teachers, posting perfect family photos online. But at home, the insults flew. "You're just a burden," Sarah hissed once, forcing Lily to scrub the kitchen floor on her knees for a minor mess. Lily started having nightmares, waking up sweaty and scared. She lost weight, her once bright smile fading. David noticed she was quieter, but Sarah blamed it on preteen moods. "She's fine, honey," Sarah cooed, kissing David's cheek. He believed her, trusted her. Guilt gnawed at him for working so much. "I'll make it up to you both," he'd promise, hugging Lily tight. But the abuse continued. Emotional daggers, hidden shoves, constant belittling. Lily suffered in silence, too scared to speak. She thought no one would believe her. After all, Sarah was so nice to everyone else. Then came the turning point. It was 4 months after the move, a crisp autumn evening. David was home early for once, helping Lily with homework. The phone rang, an unknown number. "Hello?" David answered. It was Mr. Thompson, the previous owner. "Look, I'm sorry to bother you," he said awkwardly. "I just realized I forgot to turn off the old security camera in the living room. It's been linked to my cloud account this whole time. I can delete the footage remotely if you want." "No big deal." David's heart skipped. A camera, recording them? He felt a chill, violation mixed with curiosity. "Wait," he said, his voice steady. "Can you send me the access link first? I'd like to review it before it's gone." Mr. Thompson hesitated but agreed. He didn't want trouble. That night, After Lily went to bed, David logged in alone in his study. The footage loaded. Hours upon hours. At first, mundane stuff. Family dinners, movie nights. But then, he saw it. Sarah alone with Lily. The slaps when Lily talked back. The yelling that echoed through the empty house. "You're worthless," Sarah screamed in one clip, pushing Lily against the wall. David's stomach churned. Shock hit like a wave. Then guilt. How had he missed this? Anger boiled inside, hot, raw. But he didn't explode. No. He sat there, tears streaming, whispering to himself, "Stay calm." For Lily, he copied every file, his hands shaking on the keyboard. This was proof. Undeniable. But he needed more. He couldn't rush. Revenge. Justice. It had to be perfect. The revenge plan unfolded methodically, like one of David's architectural blueprints. He didn't confront Sarah, not yet. Instead, he played normal. Smiles at breakfast, kisses goodbye. Inside, he burned. But patience was his weapon. First, he installed his own hidden cameras, small, wireless ones from an online store, placed in the kitchen and hallway. Legal in his own home, as long as no audio in private areas. He captured more incidents. Sarah forcing Lily to eat cold leftovers as punishment, berating her for low grades. "You'll never amount to anything," she'd sneer. David documented everything, timestamps, notes in a secret journal. Next, he consulted a lawyer quietly. "I need advice on child abuse evidence," he told her over coffee in a distant cafe. Copyright. No names at first. She outlined steps: gather witnesses, medical records if possible. David took Lily to a pediatrician under the guise of a checkup. The doctor noted old bruises, subtle signs of emotional distress. "Has anything been stressing her?" the doctor asked. Lily glanced at David, eyes pleading. He nodded gently. She whispered the truth. Finally, the doctor filed the report with Child Services, anonymous for now. David dug deeper. He hired a private investigator, a discreet, professional. "Check her finances," he instructed. Turns out, Sarah had been siphoning money from their joint account, small amounts to fund secret shopping sprees. Lies upon lies. He gathered bank statements, cross-referenced with receipts. Then, witnesses. Lily's teacher, who noticed her withdrawal, a neighbor who overheard yelling. David recorded phone calls legally in their one-party consent state. Weeks stretched to 2 months. He slept little, mind racing, one step at a time. He'd tell himself, staring at the ceiling. Sarah suspected nothing, too arrogant, too sure of her facade. He involved authorities carefully. A meeting with Child Protective Services. He presented the footage, journals, doctor's notes. "This is abuse," the social worker said, face grim. Police got involved for the financial theft and embezzlement charges possible. David filed for divorce, custody papers ready, everything legal. No violence, no threats, just truth, stacking like bricks into an unbreakable wall. The climax built like thunder. It started with a knock at the door one Friday morning. Sarah answered, confused. 2 officers and a social worker stood there. "Ma'am, we have a warrant to investigate child endangerment." Her face paled. David watched from the hallway. Lily safe at a friend's house. They reviewed the evidence on site, cameras, files. Sarah stammered denials. "It's not what it looks like. She's lying." But the footage didn't lie. Handcuffs clicked. "Arrest for child abuse and theft," she screamed as they led her away. "David, how could you?" Court scenes dragged out, tense and dramatic. Day 1. Prosecution played the videos. The judge's eyes narrowed. Sarah's lawyer argued manipulation, but timestamps proved otherwise. Witnesses testified as the teacher, tearful. Lily changed. She was so scared. Medical experts confirmed trauma. David took the stand, voice steady but emotional. "I trusted her. But I failed my daughter." "No more." Sarah broke down, sobbing fake apologies. But the jury saw through it. Guilty on all counts: child endangerment, assault, fraud. Sentencing: 3 years prison. No parole early. Public exposure hit hard. A local news picked it up. Stepmom's secret abuse exposed by hidden camera. Sarah's career crumbled. Friends abandoned her. Karmic fallout. Her own family disowned her. Whispers following her forever. In the end, justice was fully served. Lily is safe now. Healing with therapy and art classes, her smiles return, brighter than before. She and David rebuilt their Bondi weekend hikes, drawing together under the stars. The house feels warm again, no shadows lurking. Sarah, rotting in a cell, alone with her regrets. Real revenge doesn't shout. It waits, it plans, and it wins forever.